Okay, well, so in this example, you are given a graph and you need to write an equation of a line. Well, we know that for an equation of a line, we will need a slope and a y-intercept. So if I look at this line, the first thing I want to do is identify some points. So I see a point at -2, 0. I see a point at 0, 2. Do you see any other points? Looks like there's one also at -3, -1. Now, I have several different points that I can use to calculate the slope. So remember, slope is the change in y over the change in x. And so when I look, I could draw a slope triangle. Like if I used a different color, I could do the change in y over the change in x. And we can see the change in y is starting at 0 and goes up to 2. So the change in y is 2. Then the change in x is moving to the right, and it is moving 2 units also. So it appears that the slope is the change in y is 2 over 2, which is 1. Now I could also calculate that to make sure that I was accurate. So for example, if I used these 2 points, the change in y is when you subtract. So if I take this y value and subtract it from that y value, -1 minus 0 over the change in x. Now I have to use the same x value from the starting point to the second x value. So it'd be -3 minus a -2. And that ends up with a -1 in the numerator. When we subtract a negative, it's the same as adding a positive. So -3 plus 2 is -1. Well, look at that. We get the same slope. Fantastic. And then we know the y-intercept is at 2. So my equation will be y equals 1x, but we don't have to write the 1, plus 2.